Hi, Scorpio. I am here to do your reading for April 11th through the 17th, and we're going to go back to doing something kind of fun. Okay? We're going to take some letters. Oh, you have a U. And now this is for if you are doing something, or if you know somebody's name, or if, something that you're busy working on, anything at all that could relate, then something might be very special in this reading for you. Okay? So, here we go. You have an X. I'm sure you can do a lot with that. Yeah. You could have X, your X. I could look at this for an hour, so I probably should just get to the reading, shouldn't I? Yes. You can look at this. And I would love to know if you find anything in here that relates to you. Please post it in the comments, okay? I am fascinated by this because I have found that, for one, a lot of people are enjoying this, and two, they're finding some things that do relate. So that's awesome. Anyway, so if you do find something, there could be a special message in here for you, okay? Now, please only take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. You have breathe. Talking about relaxing, meditating, spending quality you time, which is an important thing to do, which oftentimes we don't do enough of. Okay? But now, you might check your other placements for a more complete picture, or if this reading does not resonate with you, okay? Let's see what we have now. Okay, what do we have? The Wombat Spirit, be at home. I think this is a very endearing energy. What this is saying, it's not necessarily being at home at your street address. It's being at home within yourself, okay? If you are sad, you should be able to go within yourself to grieve. If you're happy, you should be able to go within yourself to, experience joy. It takes balance to be able to do that. But this is what it's saying. Try to find a way to be at home within yourself. And meditation is a very good way to help with that. Okay, let's get one more card and then we'll get your overall energy. And speaking of energy, I have set this for a week, but energy being what it is, kind of ebbs and flows like a stream or breeze. It can last longer if it would like to. And something else to mention that I'm finding quite interesting, I think it's now that I have done 5 readings with this deck, and 4 of the 5 have come out to be a chakra energy, which, what are the odds, right? Okay, and you have the base chakra. It's known as the base of the root chakra, and its issues, or what it's concerned with, are earthly issues such as survival, physical body, issues of money, sustenance, safety, and shelter. Okay, so it seems to be that at this time, that is a focus. Either you're really imbalanced or you need to balance this particular chakra, okay? And with the Wombat Spirit, be at home within yourself, I could see how this might need some balancing. And I think this is telling you, go in, meditate, spend quality time with yourself, okay? Walks in the woods, anything where you can get back to nature. and just enjoy the moment will help you ground this, okay, and put it back into balance. Okay, let's see what your overall energy is. Ah, here's fix. All right, beautiful energy. I love this energy. Okay, this is the Six of Water. Children or childhood, revisiting old dreams or plans, embracing your inner child, the return of people or romances from your past. Romancing things or how things used to be. So this means somebody could come back from your past. But what it also means is, thinking back on times that brought you smiles, from your youth, childhood, even somewhat recently, that give you that warm feeling, this wonderful, loving feeling. I adore this card. I also think it is a very caring, sharing card where there is love. You see, this little boy is giving this little girl a cup and a flower. So that shows the care and concern and compassion. So I think this is a beautiful energy. Wonderful, right? Okay. Let's get a few cards and see what we come up with, and then we will take clarifying cards for the cards that need them. Maybe I'm looking over here at these 4 cards, and one of the things I'm getting here, it's saying you need to be at home within your own skin. And it looks like here are 3 ways to help you do that, kind of like a manual maybe. These, of course, will probably have other relationships with the other cards, but balancing your root chakra, those are your basic needs, your survival needs, will help. Thinking back on wonderful times will help you feel warm and comfortable. And here, meditating, spending quality time, like, walks in the woods and things will help that as well. Okay, let's see what your first card is. Beautiful. 3 of Cups. This is a time for you to get together with everybody you care about, whether it's family, friends, co-workers, it doesn't matter, and lift each other up, be supportive of each other, and celebrate. Beautiful card. Okay. Let's see what we have. You have the Hierophant. Beautiful. Okay, this is saying that you are connecting with the divine. You see? The steps up to the divine, up to the heavens. So there is something that you are wanting to learn, information that you're trying to gather from the divine. It could have to do with this. It could have to do with anything. But it's a beautiful energy. Okay. And this jumped out, the Knight of Cups. Love this energy. This Knight of Cups is a very slow-moving knight, and he tends to wear his heart on his sleeve. He's all about beauty, love, positivity. He loves art, poetry, and love itself. It's a wonderful energy that's full of positivity. So all 3 of these are beautiful. And so is this. At the bottom of the deck, you have the 9 of Cups. And this says that you are going to be very happy and content with your life. And we still have cards to go. But the way it looks so far is that this reading seems to be centered a lot around the wombat spirit. You know, that you need to be at home within yourself. Okay, here. This is the wounded warrior, but what this is about is where you feel like you need to protect and defend. And there is no card here that supports that other than potentially this one. And even this one, I don't know. Yeah, maybe this one. But there's something you feel like that you must guard. So yeah, I could see how it'd be this. It's not going to be any of these others. Okay, let's get another card. And I do think it's pretty amazing that every reading but one I've done so far, that the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck came up with a chakra card. So I don't know, maybe that's a collective thing. Maybe we need to collectively balance our chakras. Transformation. Beautiful. Okay, you're going to be transforming out of one energy and into another. And from the cards out here, I would say you're transforming out of the energy where you don't feel like you can be at home within yourself, into an energy where being within yourself is beautiful. All right, let's get another card. Now you have the Ten of Cups, which is another wonderful card. To me, it's like what comes right after here. They're kind of counterparts a little bit. You, yourself, are going to be very happy and content with your life. And now, you and everybody you love are going to be very happy and content with your life. And look at this. At the bottom of the deck, you have celebration, where everybody needs to go in and celebrate. It's 11:11. These pillars are made out of 2 wands each. That's where you get the 11:11. And this garland is filled full of abundance and happiness and joy. And, you know, they're saying, come in, celebrate. Okay, so I can tell you, every one of these cards are beautiful. They are. You do not have any bad cards. Even this one that you might think is, it depends on all the cards with it. And these are all very good cards. So no, this is just saying that you feel like you need to be protective, and I'm sure you feel like you need to protect yourself. Beautiful, beautiful reading. Okay, let's get a card for the Wombat Spirit. Because it seems like that is what either all or most of these cards are centered around. The Five of Cups. Okay. This seems to be where, prior to this, where you are. And that's where you are looking at these 3 spilled cups and not seeing the 2 that are with you, that are full. You know, you're focused on what has been distressing or upsetting, and it makes it very hard to be at home within yourself when that's going on. But I do think there's a part of you that knows that there are these 2 cups right here that are filled full and just waiting for you. So I think that's why this is happening. You want to feel at home. You know there is a part of you that is still there, and you want all of you to be there. Okay, let's get one more card for the Wombat Spirit. That one flipped over. Okay, this is talking about where you felt isolated. kind of like where you were unwanted, maybe unloved. That's what these 3 cups would be about. You didn't feel like you were of value to others, which would be a horrible way to be. It would be a horrible feeling. And you know it's not true. That's what I think these 2 cups are about. You know it's not true. So you are trying to change this. And just to let you know, this particular energy can come from within. It doesn't have to be anything that anybody has said or done. It could be your own doubts, fears, anxieties, things like that that have put you in this position. Okay, so let's get one more card for that. It is such a challenging way to feel. Whoa, well, we cannot take this many cards. Okay, do that again. We had one flip over and I didn't see it. The Ace of Wands, absolutely beautiful. Okay, what this is saying is you are getting out of this energy. Okay, the Ace of Wands is telling you follow your passion, not the emotions that are challenging where you feel left out and hurt, but follow your passion, and your passion is to feel whole. Okay, beautiful. So it's a brand new beginning, and like I said, this is kind of like the roadmap. Maybe even a lot of it is balance your base chakra. Go within and find the beauty and the calmness and the stillness. And I do believe, I keep thinking of this, walks in the woods, going to the park, just sitting and hearing the birds sing, things like that will really help us a lot. And I even think this nostalgic energy is here for you, okay? And you definitely do have a support system that you might have convinced yourself you don't have, but you do. Here you're going to the divine, and here's this, I love this, full of positivity, full of love, romance, art, poetry. You are going to be very, very happy when you incorporate who you really are within yourself, okay? Let's get a card for the base chakra. So I'd say, yeah, this reading is definitely personal. Okay. The Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is learning how to have healthy relationships with people, learning about people and, the relationships with them. And maybe this is taking it so far as to say, learning how to have a healthy relationship with yourself. Okay. Let's take a card for the Nine of Wands. Yeah. Whoa, okay. Let's see what we have here. Beautiful. Okay. This is for the Nine of Wands. At the bottom here, we have the Moon. And this is saying what you need to do is use your intuition. Okay? It will guide you. And it is not going to steer you wrong. It will guide you correctly. So use this. You have the Emperor, which is a very powerful energy. And what the Emperor does is build solid foundations from which his success will grow. Okay? So this is telling you, go in and make this solid foundation so what you build on it will be stable. Okay? And here, beautiful, you have a lot of positive moving energy coming in to you. So to me, what this is saying is all your efforts are fruitful. And here at the bottom, I better put it over here, I'm not sure if you can see below this, is the Hangman mode. And this talks about you putting yourself in isolation for a moment because you have questions and you're trying to find answers to those questions. You're seeking enlightenment. And I'm sure it's all about this. Okay? One more card, and we will take it for the death card, the transformation. I still see fix. F-I-X. Fix. Mm-hmm. Whoa. Well. Okay. Oh me, oh my. The death card, the card that actually came out, is the Two of Wands. And what that is saying is you know where you want to go, and you are just strategizing on how you are going to get there. So, yes, you're transforming, and you are trying to figure out how you're transforming from how it is to how you want it to be. And I will quickly go over these really fast because there's a whole bundle of them. And I don't know if they just slipped out or if they're meant to be here, but I would say they did come out. They came out separately. So we will go ahead and quickly cover them. Nine of Swords. This is where your thoughts have you to where you cannot think clearly. And I think that's how you have been. The Eight of Swords. This is before the Nine of Swords. This is where you're feeling cornered. And here's where it's escalated from feeling cornered to not being able to think clearly. Here it's saying you really need to take a rest, give yourself a break. Anytime during this process, if you start to feel overwhelmed, stop. Do something like this. Go take a walk in the woods, okay? And then you'll be able to come back refreshed. Here it's a brand new beginning, one where you're learning to think clearly. It's a whole new way of thinking. You're going to see that life is not what you thought it was. It's totally different. This will be gone. This will be gone. This will be here. Okay? Whoops. Here, the Knight of Cups. So you have that twice. That's universe's way of saying I meant what I said. So this means within you, you're going to be filled with positivity, love, happiness, a beautiful, beautiful experience. Here, the Knight of Swords. Okay, this is a very fast-moving knight. One who will dive in headfirst to achieve their goal. And so this is what I can tell. This is what you're feeling you want to do. What you should do is maybe combine these two or temper this a little bit, because while I know you want to be whole, you don't have to do it yesterday. If you take your time and do it thoroughly, you will build a solid foundation, and things don't crumble on a solid foundation easily. And here you have the Knight of Wands. So interestingly enough, the last three cards of this are all knights. Very, very interesting. The Knight of Cups, beautiful, filled with love. The Knight of Swords, you want to do it now. The Knight of Wands, you want to do it because of the passion you feel for it. Okay? Beautiful reading. And I do think, it could be something else, or it could be more than just one thing, but I think the wombat spirit really is the subject of this. I think there is a theme. It's not just a general reading. I think most of this is coming back to you wanting to be within you, enjoying yourself. Okay, just to let you know, when I went to shuffle just now, cards just flew, and the one that flew side up was the sun, okay? I'm going to reshuffle, but I just wanted you to see this, okay? There's the moon, here's the sun. So I think this is saying that it was really adamant about coming out, that the sun energy is going to be yours. And at the bottom of the deck, from me tossing the cards everywhere, you have the Ace of Cups, a new beginning, one filled with happiness, love, and joy. Okay, now I am going to do this without making them fly all over the room. The reason that happened is because these are so close to the edge, I was trying to keep from knocking them everywhere. Okay, let's see what we get. Beautiful. This is a new beginning where fortune is turning in your favor. And I would think it's because of all the effort that you are putting in to yourself. Fortune's turning in your favor. It's going to be a beautiful beginning. So that makes a few different beginnings that you have. You have the Ace of Swords, whole new way of thinking. You have the Ace of Wands, following your passion. And you have a fortunate new beginning. Beautiful reading. And you have the Emperor, who is very, very powerful. So you are setting a solid foundation, which is wonderful. And even the Divine's involved. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, and this kind of tells a story in a nutshell. You're planting a seed, you're watering it, you're giving it nutrients, you're making for sure it has plenty of sun. And before too long, those seeds are growing into a beautiful, fruitful garden. And that's kind of the way I see this. You are dealing with all the negativity, you're kicking it out, kicking it to the curb, and what you're putting it in is everything beautiful that belongs there. Okay, and the Knight of Pentacles. So that means you have all 4 knights now. And knights are the hardest working cards in the deck, okay? So I'm sure this means you are putting in a lot of effort, and this gives me chills, just to let you know. I have chills on my arms and running down my legs. You are putting in a lot of effort to accomplish this. So it's extremely important to you to feel whole, not just a shadow of yourself, right? It's very important to feel whole, and you're putting in so much work, and you are definitely going to be successful. Do you remember the sun came out at the bottom? And at the bottom of the deck, here's all the work you're putting in, and you're continuing to modify it until it is just right for you. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, let's get a chart. You have a key. This is the key. If we had a keyhole, this would be the key for that. This is the key to the real you, to the whole you, okay? Which you are getting. This could be like a trophy almost, okay? Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much. I truly hope this helps. And I would love to know how this goes, and I would love to know if you find any words in there that apply to you. Oh, here's DIY, do it yourself, which you are. Okay, with help of others, maybe, yeah. Okay, thanks so much. Much love. Bye.